take this one first. Spacious train, look. Huge amount of space for suitcases. They show mobile phone on the wireless charger. Guess this is one of the very few airport trains I've seen with this amount of space in between seats to allow for suitcases, because apparently a lot of travelers bring suitcases. But joking aside, I think many airport train operators can learn from this. Bye bye MRT. Let's head up to check-in.
Do you have a check-in bag today?
No, just carry on. Still has the label.
Well, let me get you a new one.
Okay. Oh, that's a strong one.
Yep, it is a very strong sticker. Boarding time for flight is going to be 8:25 at gate C6. You have selected a single window seat on the side on 2A, and for the lounge here in Taipei, just show your boarding pass.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a smooth one. Let's go. It's just after 7 in the morning, so let's grab some breakfast here at the Eva Air lounge in Taipei. As this is the home airport of the airline, I had pretty high expectations, but all that came crashing down when I stepped inside. First off, the lounge was pretty busy, so I didn't film extensively as I generally respect the privacy of people. And yeah, I can film people in lounges as they are pretty open spaces. A little walk through the area though shows that this lounge wasn't anything really special. I took up a spot at the bar along the window that had a view over the check-in area below. No view to the outside though. That was limited to the far end of the lounge that was way more crowded. Even then, views of the planes were somewhat limited on an angle away from the terminal. Options for breakfast were very basic. I picked up a yogurt from the fridge and grabbed a coffee later on. I would be on board in about an hour's time and would get my breakfast there anyway. There was an omelette station like in every normal hotel nowadays, and the buffet breakfast was limited to a soup and some fruits, with some of the plates emptied out already. Now, I know of the shortage of staff, supply chain issues and all the other excuses that aren't really. Taiwan just opened a week ago at the time of making this video, and it was not busy at all, as most international flights weren't reinstated yet, and foreign airlines had not picked up their flights as well. So it wasn't busy at all, it was quiet. Still, service here was below standard. The fact that the only daylight here came to the roof of the check-in area and then through the windows looking out over that area, and the fact that there isn't a single living plant to be found in this lounge probably doesn't make it any better. Missed chances here, if you ask me. This lounge is not really nice, to be honest. This is all you get for gate area. That's pretty sad. Most of the terminal still seems to be closed. With Taiwan only opening up about a week ago, at the moment of this trip back to Indonesia, that's not really amazing. Fortunately, I had that little breakfast in the lounge earlier, and I'm flying business class today. We have made it into our chair for the flight, so let's run down 3 events of the day. This flight has a convenient morning departure of 9 o'clock and arrives at around 1 in the afternoon with only 1 hour of time difference. Today's flight will roughly follow the same path as the flight I arrived in earlier, but now in reversed order of course. We're flying out along the eastern coast of Taiwan and then follow the westernmost islands of the Philippines, some smaller islands of the Philippines, and then cross the sea to the island of Borneo, where we enter Malaysia. Fly directly over the small country of Brunei again, before we cross into Indonesia. We only fly over the very western part of Kalimantan before crossing the Java Sea and queuing up for our arrival at Soekarno-Hatta International Airport again. Today's business class cabin isn't the most modern one as far as hard product goes, but each seat here offers a decent amount of privacy, and you can access your seat without the hassle of stepping over a fellow passenger, which is of course preferred. This one-to-one configuration therefore is still up to date. Slippers and the blanket. Not bad at all. Because this EVA Air business class is in their preferred one-to-one layout, the seats are also pretty wide, while still staggered to fit in an extra row of business class somewhere. With this retractable armrest along the aisle and the large foot space somewhere under the console of the passenger in front of me, there's more than enough space for those wider or taller than me. With the push of a button, the OK-sized LCD screen pops out as well. The noise-cancelling headset, which carries the brand Thunder, is said to be developed by EVA Air after 80 months of research, as stated on their website. I can't tell whether that made it better than other brands, but they were soft on the ears and light on the head for the duration of the movie I watched during the flight. They do have that 3-pin connector, so you might just want to leave it on board. And before we continue with in-flight entertainment, right beside me was this panel with connectors. We're cruising altitude now, and the friendly staff just asked me if I need to have my breakfast, lunch. Yeah, sure, why not? So, waiting for that. Earlier on, just after reaching cruising altitude, I was served an orange juice. Remember, it's just after 9 in the morning, so not too much alcohol just yet. There we go. My breakfast didn't really feel like a breakfast, as it's not a thing for me to have a full meal like this for breakfast. The entree was a little salad with one big shrimp, but it didn't take long, playing with the salt and pepper that looked like stones, for me to get my main course. That main course was a not too intricate dish of braised beef, skin-on potatoes, and some vegetables. The beef was of course very tender and the potatoes were firm, but not hard. So I would say that was pretty much spot on here. The dessert, consisting of mixed fruits and a small, quite dry tart-like thing with some chocolate cream on top. Don't forget the hot tea to finish it off. I feel slightly slower than last time, but that's because I'm using the remote. Maybe if I'm touching, it's faster. Watch that movie. Didn't watch this one. It's 2 hours and 26 minutes, so I have to really start watching this really fast. Everything else is roughly the same as on my earlier flights, but just bigger screen. I've made it to the northern Philippines. A lot of movies. I'm going to opt for the new releases. That one. As I'm in seat A2, I'm in the front business class section today. There are 5 rows with 4 seats, each in a one-to-one configuration. Right behind us, the galley and the toilets are another 4 rows of these nice seats. All of them have direct aisle access, so you don't have to crawl over other passengers to get out of your seat. On this flight, that would not be a real problem anyway, as well, there's only 4 of us in this set. And of course, there is still an ashtray in the toilet, as it's better than setting fire to the trash bin. The ashtray works as a proper ashtray as well. It's not just a glued shut decoration piece. What airlines have to do to keep you safe, huh? Before arriving, I want to show you the flap bag. Yes, I forgot to do that earlier. Where's the button? Where's the button? There we go. Is it flat? Not really sure, almost. Actually, that's enough for a pillow. You don't really need a pillow if you do it like this. Really nice. And my feet are down there, and I'm not touching the end yet. I think I have 12 centimeters left, 10 centimeters left. So if you're slightly longer than me, and since it's less than 1 hour from landing, I'm going to sit straight up again. Ease of booking. I paid for this ticket with KrisFlyer miles through Star Alliance partner Singapore Airlines. As easy as always. 5 stars. Level of comfort. This one-to-one business class offers all you need and staff is attentive enough. I don't need constant attention during my flights as well. 4 stars. Time traveled. This is a direct flight and both airports are less than an hour away from the city center by airport trains. 5 stars. Meal service. The meal served was not my breakfast. As it was a full warm meal I would have for dinner. But it tasted fine and came in an okay portion size. 4 stars. Price comparison. It was the cheapest option for me because I used air miles. It's about 3 times as many air miles as an economy class flight on this route and about 40 euro in taxes. 5 stars.
那个 QR code 待会外面就会有，好，那个地勤会给你们扫 QR code。
The custom QR code is right outside.
Bye bye.